welcome back to Race Review. It's been a really long time since I've done this. I'm lined up behind other crowds. Actually, we're in Indiana at GN8 Grand Nationals. Now, as far as the radio silence is concerned, and by the way, this is the first time that GN8 has ever done a night race. Definitely at Grands. I'm not sure if in general, but definitely at Grands. The reason for the radio silence, I got a new job, moved to Texas, which is why you see me racing TSRS and all that other stuff. Got situated, busy season happened at work, but now that's cooled down, so we have some time to actually edit, upload, and share these videos with you. So, good to have you back. It's good to be back. I've been racing, just not uploading as much, but and we're green. This previous session before this one was really crazy at the start, so we were hoping just to make this one through clean, and we did. A little bit of a climb up there, a little bump, but we're all good, fair game. We're just going to try and keep our nose clean here. The big key for me through these races and this race weekend has always been to just keep it clean, keep it clinical, and right now not trying to do anything heroic, but also not letting anything be taken away from us either, as such. Just pushing up, taking advantage of other people's mistakes. Right now, though, sort of working. I know this guy's about as quick as I am, so I know that if he's smart, we can work together and make our way up. I'm not going to fully push for anything, but at this point I do notice that he has started to slow up, and I almost would have had that pass had I not gotten shoved down the inside in that corner, which is part of this game, as we get sandwiched in there, and luckily came out unscathed, but the guy on the outside not so lucky. But luckily the guys in front of us are still fighting, so we were able to make our way right back up as the number 13 goes off the track right there and allows us to ease our way through. It looks like we're going to have another cart coming into the corner here. So that's two carts and two corners basically, and that's where the value of being patient and waiting for opportunities to come up helps you out, because people will crash. And as we have one cart goes down the inside there, it's really close. That is Brandon Jarsacrack. I don't know if he just wanted to show me what his wheel smelled like, but it was clean, it was good. Good respect there. He's much faster than me, so I'm never going to fight something like that. It's not worth my time, but I am going to try and hang on behind him as long as I can, watch his lines, learn, and of course use the draft as well, and try and move up the pack and follow him as he carves his way through. We got some moves going on back there. That cart gets knocked out, which is good for Brandon and I, because we're both going to follow through here in the draft. Probably make up a spot or two if we can squeeze our way through here, but it looks like he may still have that inside line there as Brandon goes, and oh no, looks like we got that one there as Brandon gets ahead of the number 1 cart here, and we're going to have him in this upcoming corner too, just nice in position. He brakes really late, tries to keep that spot, and on the rubber part of the track too, so he has that grip to hold it around us like that, and that has compromised us a little bit because we just checked up coming out of that corner, and he was able to keep his momentum, but I don't think we're going to suffer anything for it coming out of here. And we have a pretty decent exit, which means we're going to have his draft coming down the front straightaway now, which is really all that we need. We're good to go at this point. We're not vulnerable to any attacks from the rear. I say that, you never know, but right now we're just going to slowly work our way back up to him and keep it clean. They're here, a little bit of a slide, but not too bad. We didn't get out too wide. Keep it on the racing, the rubbery line. You can see where the track is really dark. That's where all the rubber is laid down, and as long as you keep it underneath there, you can go a couple tenths of that faster, just because the track has so much more grip to offer and you can take so much more speed through. And the way we were set up, we were a lot faster in the infield, so we're really able to catch up to this guy in these series of corners. I know it doesn't seem like much, but we have cut down a cart length or two on him, despite him having the draft, I should say, from the cart in front of him, which means that now where we're situated right now is we are getting a slight draft off the back of him, which is just helping us to close up ever so much more, as he's also getting the draft from the carts in front. So the question is, who of us will make the least amount of mistakes. Looks like he has caught the group in front of him because they were fighting. So now I'm a little bit vulnerable right here. I'm pointing to the guy in front of me, to the guys behind me to say, hey, let's work together because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carts in a group that are kind of scrapping away a little bit, and that gives us an opportunity to close up, get in there, and we'll see if the guys, it looks like we're getting pushed from behind. You can see me kind of jumping in my seat a little bit, giving the guy behind me some encouragement and some sign that I appreciate his help and his push. And right here already, we've closed up that gap despite, you know, the cart in front of us having that draft, because we're working together as well, and that's making a huge difference. And you can kind of see I'm squirming a lot here. I'm getting pushed a little bit, but I'll take it. And we have some moves going on there, which is perfect. That's all we need. Now it's game on because we are right up there. They are 3 wide right there. Banging wheels, sparks flying off the number 52 cart. And just crack right there. The number 52 of David Vasquez as well, another VLR driver. As let's see if he's going to make a move. And the number 1 goes down the inside right there. Oh, we run a little bit wide there. I'm not sure if I was pushed there, to be honest with you. I probably was. I usually don't go off. I'm not the best driver in the world, but I usually don't make mistakes like that. Who knows? It was a really long day. Either way, now the drivers in front of me... Oh, and we have a spinner. The drivers behind me have obviously at this point realized that, hey, it was worth pushing this guy because now we've closed up to the group in front of me. If they're smart, they'll have noticed I'm a little bit slower on the straightaway just due to how I'm geared and how they're geared. But we'll catch these two in the infield for sure, and it's a huge pack ahead of us. And we see them getting dicey. We already know there's going to be some opportunities coming in there. It's just a matter of time before someone crashes out, someone spins out. Then, you know, they're battling, we check up, and now all of a sudden we're right behind them and almost went for the move right there. Everyone's getting a little bit sideways, a little bit squirrely. Now it's time to capitalize on some opportunities. Again, with a field this large, it's not always about making passes and making moves. It's more about forcing other people into mistakes and letting them fight and letting them do their own things. But we're going to push Vasquez a little bit as he sort of moves into the side early. I'm not sure if he was trying to defend or set something up, but he gets out really nicely around the outside. We get pushed off a little bit there. That wasn't very nice, but we're going to be okay because we've got 2 left-hand corners there. We're almost 3 wide coming into that corner. Let's see if we can hang it around the... Yeah, we clear him off there, so we are good coming into the last corner. Yep. Luckily, even though the grass was really wet and really slippery, we're okay because we do have 3 big left-hander corners after that, so that gives those 2 left wheels some time to get their temperature back in, as you have number 370 makes a move there. Pretty textbook turn 1 there, probably in a little bit longer beginning as we got pushed. We definitely got pushed there. Someone was impatient, and it happens. And it looks like we've got 2 guys. And often what happens in those scenarios, too, is this guy just, I guess he really wanted to know what the rumbles were like there. What will often happen, too, is, you know, one guy you'll have a pack of 5-6 carts, and the cart number 5 or number 6 just won't be as careful on the brakes, and that transfers to the guy in the front of the pack. It's just very common in this 206 stuff, as we get majorly shoved off right here, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots right there just from getting that one move where he just got a little bit too aggressive. I mean, it won't be a penalty or anything like that because that's the nature of this game, but you get those guys who makes those aggressive moves and kind of shove you out a little bit, and then when you lose your momentum and there's a big pack behind you, that's really the end of your luck. It's just part of the game. I think at that point we were up to 9th in that pack, but you win some, you lose some, right? And so at this point I think we're down to about 26. It's 2 laps to go, but these guys are squabbling, so lots of opportunities to be seized right here. And mind you, you know, when we have these guys who do stupid things, stupid moves like that, people tend to remember that as well. And what you'll notice is repeat offenders tend to get shoved into the grass. So there is a sense of sort of, let's say, karma as far as racers go. We remember things, And this guy's sliding everywhere, so we're going to make that move right here. Pretty easy, made it stick. We're right behind that 13 too, the other Kraus. That just cracks me up when I see his name. Seeing as we both have very rare last names either. Oh, and we just got majorly pushed in that braking zone. I mean, I guess that guy didn't like my overtake on him because he just decided not to use his brakes at all. But no biggie. I mean, you're gonna have to try better than that if you want to pass me. Even though that was maybe not the most intelligent move. Or maybe he had someone pushing it from behind. Oh, the number 13 has a big slide right there. Dips his wheel. He does not want me to get past at this point. So this is interesting, right? We're coming up to 1 lap to go. I've already seen him get a little bit overzealous, a little bit defensive. So we're going to see, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? He covers the inside. Very aggressive with, you know, 1 lap to go. So we're kind of going to see fully blocking, right? And so I get in these situations, personally, I think we could have caught that group in front of us, but when you start blocking in a field like this, when you're in the middle of the pack, in, you know, right at the start of the last lap, it's, you know, you're opening yourself up to people not being nice, I suppose, right? But we'll see how this goes. Nice little move right there. This guy tries to sneak it on the inside as number 13 slides through, and so do I, but I wasn't going to let that happen. He was a little bit too far back to make that move stick, as the number 13 kind of blocks a little bit again. But we come up to him now, and this is kind of crunch time. We got to make a move, and oh, we send it down the inside, a little bit of a switchback just to take him off guard. Knew he was going to defend, but instead of trying to make a block, or, you know, trying to push him, we just sold him a dummy, and now we're coming up to the last corner. I think maybe I'll do some defending this time, as the 2 carts here dice it up, make a little bit of contact, again, but really it's a momentum game now and gear ratio game, but that was definitely a fun heat.